It's time to talk about losing money on the trading card game space. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more honest content. So I want to talk about some of my personal experiences in the trading card game space. I want to talk about the stores that have been actually losing money to fill these Pokemon set prices out here and so forth. Because, when you look at a set like this that brings you a very expensive card like this, people start to lose their minds out here and will do some very dumb stuff. So I want to talk about some customer service, some things I have done, and good stores, but yet how the community doesn't give a crap about this. And it's really sad. So for those of you that don't know, I usually when I go on and do TCG Player customer service, I usually try to go above and beyond on my orders to make sure that things are fulfilled, or to, try to rectify a situation, even if it costs me a little bit of money to try to correct the situation myself, because typically me as a store, it's my mistake, typically if there's an issue listing a car, I try to fix it, like if I've misconditioned something or something, try to make things right with the customer to ensure that, customers have good experiences and they'll want to return to you. All right, that's a very good thing. Customer service will always be one of the most important things out here. So if something's wrong, I usually 99.9% of the time will go above and beyond, try to fix this. And actually I had a recent case out here where good old USPS, got a good old letter in the mail and just, decided that they just wanted to... I don't understand how the UPS has the ability to stab a letter, but $200 loss. I mean, yeah, I had insurance on it for the $50 I'm guaranteed, but I was like, whatever, man, I'll ship it out. And of course it's the $200. I could be getting scammed, I don't know, but customer service aside, you're going to take care of that. You're going to fix it. Now I have a bent in half card coming back, or a side bent card coming back to me because of USPS. So, they always said that there's going to be a cost of doing business. And that is very true. There will always be a cost of doing business out here. And there's nothing that you can do to, fix that. So this is where we get into the part out here. So I actually watched a video recently of a store talking about how they lost $100,000 on this set to, they'd buy up the product on TCG Player and get it in, ship it to the people, guaranteeing that they would have this. Now, other stores are just canceling pre-orders. They're washing their hands with it. They don't give a shit about their reputation. And you got to remember, there's two classifications of stores. There's the, I want you to come back to me. I want to build a brand with you. I want you to know I'm reliable, that I'm trustworthy. I'll do what I can, given what I'm able to do. And then there's the other store that just doesn't give a fuck. They're like, thanks for your money, kid. I don't care. Those are the stores that will go wash under. These will also be, no offense to some of these stores, but these will be the same stores that, I've seen it a couple times. I've seen a couple stores that'll do, GoFundMes and things because something happened to them. But these are the same stores that screwed over their community multiple times. And, you'll just see these stores disappear off into the darkness because if you're not willing to help out a community, fuck you. That's all there is to it. And we've all got stories about this. We've all got stories of stores that have been bad experiences with people. I mean, it's no issues to that. Now, the next thing you got to think about out here is, how does the scalper mentality come into this? What about somebody that, literally looks at this situation and goes, hey, they're trying to buy up this product to scalp it and resell it. But, I would also make the argument that, the reseller market and calling people scalpers these days, and somebody that's just buying up 1 to 2 ETBs and putting them aside for retirement 10, 20, 30 years down the line, are they technically considered scalpers? I don't know. It's a very interesting line. I would say for the immediate resale value, then yes. But for the long term, no? I don't know. That's a completely different story for the other day. So, and this is also spawned into another argument here, to the stores that are, wanting to keep their communities fine, but, you've also got scalpers that are mixed into that. My own personal store out here our my locals did it current league members only, on day one. So, if you were a league member, you could come in. It was very limited on what you could buy, but if you played in the local Pokemon League out here, well, congratulations. You're involved in the community. You're doing things. You could buy up the set, and there's no problem. But then we had outsiders that would storm in. You're gonna have people that are gonna be pissed, but these people aren't doing anything for your store. That's the interesting thing about this is, you have these people that come in, they just want to take advantage of you. And then, you'll never see them again until, 3-4 years down the line when the next opportunity comes up and they come in to try to take advantage of, what's available. You want to reward those people that are good to you, that are part of your community and things like that. That's why I've also seen the argument, there's so many bad products out here, don't feel bad charging, the $100 price tag. Or, if your community is just absolutely terrible to you, they don't give a crap about you, why should you give a crap about them? That's an interesting discussion I'm not going to go into. If you've got a terrible community out here, sometimes the Yu-Gi-Oh community can be very, 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 very terrible on that front. Don't think that they're not. So that's good. A store that cares will do things, but they will also do things to, not deal with the scalper community. And, you've also got the scalper community out here. It's going to be like, well, I'm going to leave a 1-star review for you. I'm never coming back to the store. It's their first time in the store. Like, do you really care, man? Like, you came here to try to steal all the product from, the regular paying customers, the regulars, and basically what my locals did was, day one, if you were a league member, for, the last month for December, then you could come in and get product. And then on the next day, if there's any left, then everybody else can come in and buy it. So I don't hate that system. I support your local community, man. I went and played Pokemon, went and played Expanded. We had 32 people combining, 33 people for both events, something like that. It was well over 20 plus people. That's big, but those were all people that came out and supported the store, got things that they wanted and got involved in the community, and thus the community gets supported back by the store. It's a cycle. Now, once again, we go back to this whole, you bought pre-orders from me. I don't want to tarnish the reputation that we have building as a business, and obviously there is a scalper intent, I would say more than likely across some people, because when people start getting money thrown in front of their face, they're going to start going, I could just resell this. So now it's at the cost of the store that wants to keep the positive relationship to do this, while other stores are just like, sorry guys, sorry, enjoy your refund. And then of course, you got the customer upset. It's a brutal cycle out here. So even though I've done good customer service, I understand what these stores are doing to keep the positive relationships. I agree. I would do everything in my power to do this, but eventually there's just sometimes that you have to ask your most loyal customers to understand if they've been with you, if you've been in business for 8-10 years, and sometimes the uncontrollable elements of things happens. Now, once again, this all comes down to them not printing enough stuff, allocations and orders, past history of buying things. It's all about building a relationship with the distributor and all these other things. There's an entire ecosystem out here for this, way bigger than the average person is understanding with this whole thing. So with the whole customer service and the whole, shit in the pants on the floor, being upset, the Costco mobs out here. I'm just going to be upfront and honest with you, everybody. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to see this. I'm entertained by the fact that all this is happening, but, stick to the stores that care about the communities. I understand that, the little card shop over here in the corner might be $10 less, but, if they're new, you're taking a risk, and sometimes risk is not worth it to save $10. They will burn that bridge with you so fucking quickly, it is ridiculous, and now you're sitting in the corner pissed because your little Pokemon would have got canceled when you could have just spent the extra $10 from the reputable seller. So, sorry. Stick to those that are reliable, and to, those of us that try to do what we can do for our communities, I take pride in my customer service. I really do. When I can actually handle things. Sometimes, you know, you just got some of the most ridiculous requests out there in the world and you can't really do anything about it, but that's where I stand on this right now. Stick with the good ones. All right, they can be hard to find, they can be hard to build with, but, you know, that's why they say good business comes with years of time. All right, you really do build good experiences. There will always be good and bad people out there. And the world's not always that black and white, but, you know, it's a good thing to remember. You guys have a good rest of your day, alright?
Patrons! Thank you! Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.